and welcome back to the second part. Okay, now what we're going to do with the child billing system is to now come in here, let's extend, and we need the name of this, that's parent. Let me just copy it instead of typing, just come right in here, copy that and paste that right there we go. So what this extends means is every single date member method in the parent billing is officially inherited by the child there, and that's all there is to it. Now let's go straight into the program itself. The first thing I like to do is, you see this very one, exit. I'm going to right click and come right down here, event, action, perform. Let's try that again. Event, action, perform. Okay, right in here, the first thing I'm going to do is to create an object. So I'm going to call that object child billing. So let's come down here and just say child underscore billing, and the object name is iExit. So let's say equals new child billing. Okay, that is my object created. Now we don't have to, but I'm just going to use try, and in there that is going to be iExit dot, and that is meant to be, let's look, okay, there we go, system.exit. okay, so else let's use try cache. Okay, and we use cache as follows. So if there's any error, the system will just display billing system error. Okay, so let's try out this exit first. Okay, so just have a good look at it. Without the try cache anyway, it's going to work, but I think it's a good programming practice to have a go at that. So let me see, let's run it and see. Okay, let's click on run and let's see. There we go. So let's give the exit a try. There we go, guys. Confirm you want to exit. No. Confirm you want to exit. Yes, that's it. Alright, the exit is working as we expected. That is fine, using the object we created, and the instance is then called here. So with the aid of try cache, if there's any error, this message will pop up. So that's fine. Now the next thing we want to do, let's see, what do we have in here? Okay, in the parent billing system we have, okay, we have this. This will prevent the text box. This will prevent the user from entering any other character apart from numbers. So we can also just take care of that now. So let's come in here. Now where is it? Okay, right there. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to ensure that this text box only accepts just numbers, no any other character apart from numbers. So I'm going to right click on that. Let's go to event and let's go to key press, this very one right there. So I'm going to call that, let's try that again, key type. Alright, where is it? Okay, right in here. So what we'll do is right there, let's create an object. Okay, let's say child underscore billing, and that will be, let's give it a name, only, let's say only numbers. Only numbers equals child. So that will be used for the rest of this text box. Now we can also use try cache anyway. That should be new. Okay, right here, let's just use try cache. I'm going to copy all of those, just paste that in there, and this will become numbers only. Numbers on, undo that. Let's copy number only again, copy that again. Yeah, and just get rid of this, paste that in there. Number only dot. So let's see the method we created earlier. There we go, right there. Okay, and one other thing, because I'm going to be using, I'm going to have to create this for the rest, so I might as well just cut that off. Maybe just paste it up here, or right up here as a global variable. Let's come in here and just dump it here. So that is declared for all of the text box. Let's see. Yeah, so I can just copy it now and come to the next one, right click and select, and let's come to key press or key type. I mean key type. No, it's not key press. Key type, and just paste that right in there. There, that's for copper. And let's go for the other ones. I'll just speed up the other ones and get back to you guys. Okay, now finish entering the lines of codes for each of the text box. So the whole idea is, if the user there enters any character instead of a number, the system will reject it, but if there's an error, this will actually pop up. So let's give that a try and see. So I'm going to run it and just use a virtual keyboard to see how it works. Okay guys, using a virtual keyboard, let's try and enter other character there. See, there's nothing happening, but if I click on the numbers, you see that. Let's go for this as well. Okay, this needs to be taken care of. So let's see, these are the ones. That is fine, and this one is fine. What about these ones? Okay, the tags one needs to be taken look into as well. This is fine. That needs to be looked into. Alright. Yeah, so I need to take care of the following, and that's it actually. So that's the whole idea of that very lines of code. So I just need to copy that same line of code and enter it for the 4 component that I mistakenly left out. So let's minimize that, exit, yeah, and just copy it. Copy, come back in here to the design view, and this is one of them, I believe. Let's right click and see if it's one of them. We'll be able to tell. I think this one already has it, so let's come into event here. Let's see. Yep, try this other one. Action, there we go. Enter it for the label. Right, now these other 3, repeat exactly the same thing. Make sure the event you are using is actually key type. Look at it there, key typed, and just enter the right. Let's move that up, that might be right up there. There we go. paste it in there. Right, the next one, right there, and I think one more. There. Right here. Okay, all that is done now, so let's compile and give that a try and see. Run the program. There we go, and let's try it with a keyboard. Yeah, nothing is happening, but there we go, that one is fine now. Okay, all done, so that is fine. Now supposing we want to reset, you see nothing is happening with the reset, so we need to be able to take care of that too. And this ones, I think I'm going to check this as a default. Alright, so let's exit and take care of the reset first. Now let's take care of the reset button. So I'm going to right click, select action, and action perform right here. But there's one thing I would like to do, and that is to import as follows before I can write the reset. So first of all, let's import java.swing dot, that will be, let's go for J text field. There we go, text field right there. That's one. And I also need to import another one for mine. That would be for J checkbox right there. So those two libraries must be imported, just those two, because one deals with the text field, the other ones will deal with the checkbox. I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 13 in total. And look at all the text box. So there's another 13 here as well. Okay, so let's go back into the reset. Now that we've imported their libraries, so let's come in here. Now I'm going to start by, I'm just going to give that a name. Let's call it clear text. There, clear text equals none. Right there. And if you notice, you must also call this, the name of this very plain. Okay, so if I come into the property, I want to know that plain, that's JPlain 4, so I need that as well. Okay, now that that is done, we use a for loop for components. Let me just give it a nickname C in panel 4 dot get components with S right there. There we go. Now let's enter a curly braces there. I think here the spelling of component here is wrong. Let me see. Yeah, take that off. Okay, that's fine. Now that is done, let's use an if statement to determine what's going on. If C dot get the class, and the class we're getting is to string. In that case, if it does contains right there, contains the following, which is Java's field. Let's just copy that right here, copy it, Let's put that in a curly braces, in a speech mark, right, another curly braces. Then we can say clear text, this variable that I made up, equals JText field. And that's a C. The text field is C. There we go. Now we now need to clear it. Clear text field dot set text. It's clear. That's all there is to it. That's for the clear taken care of. Okay, why add 8? I'm just going to copy this. I also need to clear my, I think it's called the txt reset. There, that's for the receipts. That one is only 1, so I don't need to write too much lines of code for that. Okay, that's fine. Now I also need to repeat exactly the same thing for the checkbox. So instead of typing it all over, I'm just going to copy that, paste it right underneath here, and just change the name. I'm going to call that checkers. In the case of checkers, all of these become checkers. There's a checker there, another checker here, and I can just change this to Q, right, and one Q here as well. Okay, now this is meant to be J checkbox. Let's copy that and paste it right here and here as well. But in that case, this will become dot set selected component to false, and that's all there is to that as well. So all I just need to do now is to try it out, just to assure myself that it works as expected. So guys, that's how I've written my reset buttons instead of using the traditional bit. I think this is more reliable. Okay, let's give that a try and see. Compile and run. Okay, let's try it out. So if I check all of these and these two as well, and let's enter something in here just to make sure the clear functions work. Click on reset. There we go. The reset works. Okay, so let me just call it the end of the second part of this tutorial.